That's right, it's Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen, and that means only one thing. It's time for our G-Damn Pod, where we get to talk about whatever we G-Damn want. With your host, Jamie Madrox, Magic Mike Winokur, Big Ben Dustin, Sean Draven Davidson, and the dead homie Blaze.
What up,
Hello.
y'all? Welcome to another exciting episode. It's episode 25, all up in your ear holes and eye holes. It's me, Jimmy Madrox, joined by the usual ugly mugs you see around you. Hello, gentlemen. How you doing?
Hello, hi.
Yes,
Hello,
please.
Yes,
please.
Hi.
Nice to see everyone. How is this Wednesday? I guess it would be high noon or late noon rather.
It's 2 o'clock.
He said, well, Eastern Standard Time. So probably like, this is more like Leonard.
I'm in a pre-noon frame of mind right now. I'm a little pre-noon, so.
Okay, all right. He's pre-noon. That's fine. I'm liking that. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
So I'm going to start. First of all, I want to say we got a great little timepiece with you here today. We got some fun stuff we want to talk about. We got some informative news and fun pieces. This is my first time ever. I'm just saying this. I'm sharing topics with two of yous. My one topic I'm going to share with Blaze, and my other topic I'm going to share with Mike when we get to those later on in the show. But I'm going to start off. I'm going to go with Blaze.
You're being selective, huh?
All right.
You know, if I
I
had
still talk myself.
If it works, Dustin, next episode, it's you and me.
No.
All right, we're gonna
Next episode
something.
is only me and Sean.
But that's fine. You know what? If you guys have a topic, look, see, Sean is just
Sounds very
Sean
unproductive.
being Sean again. Sean being Sean. What do you want? All right, I'm starting with Blaze. How you doing today, motherfucker?
Good, man. How you doing? Awesome. It was an excellent weekend. That was fun.
Man.
Friday was awesome. We had a great time, and then Monday, the other day, I announced the winners of the contest for the giveaway for the the motherfucking lyrics and whatnot.
All the prizes and shit.
Yeah.
So
yep.
All right, I had a little bit of before you get into anything, I'm gonna say, first of all, Blaze Your Dead Homie kicked off the For the Fam Fridays. For those of you who don't know or just started watching today, which is a series of shows that we are doing every Friday, correct, Michael? In February, hence the For the Fam Fridays. Blaze Your Dead Homie kicked it off with the celebration of 20 years of One Less G in the Hood. If you missed the show, shame on you. You shouldn't have. I don't even think you can watch the digital replay at this point. I think it's gone in the ether.
For the weekend, and then that was it. I think
which it was dope.
It's gone.
It was dope, and I love those replays because like you want to show somebody your loved one, your homie. You're like, boy, you got to see this part, and like, well, it was live. Like, oh man, but that replay always is a bless up. Also, new videos, Nasty and Saturday Afternoon with myself are available now for your listening pleasure. I know you have more music that you're working on now, and what does ESN mean to you?
Oh, come on, man. We're it's like everything that's brand new right now. Like, we are
everything
in the midst of this right now. And I told them, I think I let the cat out of the bag earlier because I was telling people that they do not understand that Drive-By was first supposed to be originally Blaze Your Dead Homie, Anybody Killer, and Twiztid. Jamie Madrox and Monoxide. That was originally Drive-By. Now,
that's
Drive-By, as you know it, the incarnation, as everybody knows it, and being Blaze Your Dead Homie and Killer. So ESN, in effect, is originally like the original Drive-By, for real. So I'm telling you,
in a sense, yes,
on that next level,
yeah.
and so cool because it's on that old school and that next level. So it's just it's like the meetings of both worlds, and it's fucking
absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's.
I will see that energy level and raise you and say, yes, you are absolutely right. It is what it would have been once upon a time. And for those of you who don't know, he is from the director's. That is from the director's chair. That is reels laying on the floor. He went and picked up things in times. Dustin, I see seen you had a question there. Go ahead and just
when he says originally, I want to know like when originally means. Like what
when
year?
We first started talking
it was
drive-by,
referenced.
every single reference we started talking about drive-by before the beginning. When you know when it's monoxide talking about riding down your block, bumping drive-by. This is fucking up your high ride. This stuff was already in the
Killer
works
mentions it.
for
There's a bunch of times when it's referenced.
Yes. And it was way before that. So yeah, we were already,
which was kind of like a precursor in saying like, and even in a couple, there's a few skits where we mentioned Lotus before Lotus was a thing, you know, just shit like that, like where we had a concept and an idea which wasn't really reality yet, but we were very hopeful it would be, kind of deal. You know what I mean? So in that same regard, so it's kind of fresh that all these years later that we actually got to bring that fantasy football team together, and Eastside Ninjas is just trudging along. I don't know what else to say. I'm not enough of that shit now. You know about the videos. You know he's working on some new music. You know he's got a super project coming along the lines. What is your topic for today, sir? Kick it off.
Oh, I was listening to some this little radio show, and I caught the last little bit of it, but it was talking about speed limits. And I know we talked about this before about everybody what they would like to drive, but they were actually saying, would you be interested in purchasing a special license plate that allows you to drive a certain speed, maybe 20 miles over? And how much would you be willing to pay for said license plate for 1 year?
I'm the only person smiling.
Every day you're allowed to drive 20 miles over. They say maybe your license plate is blue, so now you got a green license plate that allows you to drive 20 miles an hour over the speed limit on freeways and highways. And then, you know, on normal roads, you could probably test it, but you probably shouldn't be doing the 20, but maybe
I was going to say,
you know what I'm saying? But what is there something that you would be willing to spend to do that? You know what I mean? Because you think about it, would you rack up a bunch of tickets if you're not doing that and you get caught every single time? Or, you know, you do what you go about now and just go along the lines of just trying your luck anyway, because that's what people do anyway every day.
I'm going to Dustin. I'm going to Dustin next. I just want to say before we go to Dustin, I want to say that if you were to do that or entertain that idea, some of that fee would have to like make a lane that would be special just for, you know what I mean, that driving tier, I guess, is literally you're buying a tier in something, you know what I mean? And it's like, which is weird, but if you're going to fix the streets or something, we can talk about it. Dustin, your thoughts.
All right. Well, specifically, I would buy said license or whatever. Because I'm fucking in the car with you. I'm fucking whipping it. But I believe that it should be a thing that you can't just buy. Like you have to purchase it, but you also have to be tested in the ability to drive fast, because certain people I know that are in the podcast right now like to take exit ramps doing 75, 80 in an SUV where it's clearly marked that 30 is where you should take it.
He's not talking about me.
And, you know,
that me?
You grab that oh shit handle, and sometimes you have to crawl out the window to keep that fucking, you know. Yeah, Mike's pointing to the correct person.
It's me? Holy shit. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, but you got to be tested on it, because driving fast all the time is different than driving fast on the highway and making a new lane for it.
Wow.
You know?
I thought it was Sean because he left. I was like, did you make Sean leave?
I don't even know that Sean drives in my eyes.
You made him leave. That's fucked up.
I've never seen Sean drive.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow. No, I agree. I'll agree with you. And just because you were trying to make me the ass of that joke, I will tell you, sir, welcome back, Sean.
Hello. Hi.
I will tell you that I agree with you. And I would say that you shouldn't just pay that money. You should also, like to have a driver's license, you should take a test. Whether it should be written and driven.
Yes.
And I also feel like when you get to a certain age level, you should take a test, written and driven. Yeah, and if you lining the hood ornament up with the dotted line, it might be time to get over.
Right. You've been driving since 1920 when you didn't even need a license.
You was on the first. You was putting the cars together.
You got grandfathered in. It's 2020 right now. You 100 years old whipping a Cadillac.
They change the laws all the time, and they put up new signs and new versions of stoplights. Like, come on.
Right.
Well, there's that. Mike, your thoughts? Would you partake in this this upper tier of speeding? You said no, not for me, sir.
I'm not in that much of a hurry. I feel like the faster you go, the less you pay attention, the more bad things can happen.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, no, I'm good with
man's opinion of
I'm trying to keep more of
I
this
am not
guy
mad
off
at
of the
you. I'm
road.
listening to your
I'm less of that and more just.
Oh my goodness. My goodness. Sweet prayers. Here we are. Okay.
But isn't
I've
Jamie
driven in the car with all of you.
Jamie grabbed the wheel Madrox when he's not driving.
Yeah, like don't let go and let God and hope that Jamie
it's Jesus take the wheel, not Jamie take the wheel.
Yes,
Right.
see, exactly. Right. I'm not trying to gimmick infringement on Jesus and stuff. All right. So you believe, sir, you said there he is Johnny, I am not in a rush guy. He said no 5 over for me. I'm 5 under.
I'm a Sunday driver. I am
every day.
You are a Sunday
Monday
driver
Saturday,
sometimes,
Sunday
Michael.
driver.
Sometimes he is, because I've seen that boy speed.
Wednesday
His
afternoon.
license plate says sunshine, and they just on a bumper sticker. It's a joy to be behind. Woo. Okay, Sean, how about in the likes of Vegas? I know it's a lot of traffic. So quite frankly, would you have something like this?
No, I mean, we have a lot of traffic, but at the same time, the way they built out Vegas, like all the major roads are 3-4 lanes wide.
Okay, so that
like you can get around. So I mean, I normally do. It's easy to be doing 50, 60 miles an hour on like a normal street, not on a highway.
For sure.
And you're just keeping up with traffic. So no, I wouldn't pay for the special license because I just speed anyway. And I think I think it's dangerous if it's just a couple people here and there can be whipping around, but you have other people going the speed limit. I feel that will cause many more accidents. Like if everyone's just going faster, so just collectively you're keeping up with traffic and it's 10 miles over. Okay, cool. But now when you get someone coming up your ass doing 80 in a city, and you're trying to get over and all of a sudden, I have a special license plate, so I'm coming through. It's going to be
that's And that's why I said that
Mike would pay for it, because I don't think Mike's van goes fast enough to warrant the money. But
the governor steps off at 55.
Downhill with a full load, he gets up to 60.
What are you driving a U-Haul?
What's
going on? Holy shit. I agree with you, Sean. We said that in the beginning a little bit. That's why we were trying to lay down that groundwork, just to let everybody know that we're completely not asinine in our thinking, that if you were to entertain this idea, you would have to have some sort of a special lane. And literally, you would probably only be allowed to drive in that lane, which would warrant exits to get off and on to this lane. Because if you start cutting hot knife through butter in traffic, that's probably not going to be right.
I wonder, I don't know if we necessarily need speed limits on major roads. Like if you're in a neighborhood, keep it down, for the kids and stuff.
Yeah.
I think collectively traffic kind of moves at its own pace. And a lot of people's cars, you get up to 70 or 80, they start rumbling a little bit, not everyone's car can go 100 miles an hour, and they won't. They're not comfortable doing it. So
He said all the mirrors in that bitch are
the alignment's a little off. You start shaking, your tires are out of balance. You know what I'm talking about.
If you've ever had a good kicker box in your car or some knocks and that rear view mirror going like that, but if you don't have that kicker box and you're just pushing it, it's 92 and everything's shaking.
It's like,
slow that bitch down.
You're good, but 75.
Waving off on the side.
Oh my God, I love it.
Shit.
Holy shit. All right, so apparently on that topic, we all agree to just slow it down or build a lane. If you're going to build a lane for it, maybe they'll come.
For sure.
Okay.
Okay,
Dustin, I'm going to you.
Some money into it to actually get to work, you know what I mean? Because money would have to be paid in, so you could probably, you know what I mean, do what we're talking about to build in lanes and do stuff like that.
Right. And that's the thing. If you were putting some money somehow back into the streets, at least you know how a lot in our neck of the woods. I don't know about Vegas. I want to say Vegas, and this is me being presumptuous, but I want to say Vegas is very pretty in the upfront. So I want to say y'all streets look nice. You don't probably have that
worry about snowplow
bullshit we have.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about salt and snowplows as much.
And that too.
Kind of helps keep our roads a little nicer, you know. And it's
Fair
just a newer town in general. So
I didn't think about that. You're right. You don't have the elements like we do. You don't have that scraper potholes coming through. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So
all right. Before we go to your topic, I'll give you time to prep for it. I was gonna drop a little bit more news.
Actually, before you drop that news, I didn't know until in the group chat you sent your images for today that my topic is one of your topics. So you're sharing? It's a try. No, I figured I'd let you spit your topic and I would piggyback off of that.
Okay. Wow.
All right, but yeah, kick your news.
Turning a double topic into a tri-topic right here on episode 25. All right. Gibby Stites, the 13th Wonder EP. Pre-orders are available live right now. Long Day and I'm Good are available now to check out in case you want to get a taste of what you got coming with your pre-order. Bunch of fun pre-order bundles available. Correct, Michael? I want to say.
That is correct. The t-shirt's sold out already, so you can still get your hoodie or your jersey while supplies last. I wouldn't sleep on it because we had 15 or 20 people hit up Gibby direct oh, I didn't get the shirt. And he was like, oh, don't sleep on it.
That's dope. All right, we'll follow Gibby on his YouTube channel to enjoy the 13th Rhyme series. This week's installment is Dial It Back featuring DJ Immaculate. Check it out, man. Gibby's constantly doing shit. Give him a follow. Go over to the socials, like him, get on the list so you can know about all the info. What if we didn't tell you? You wouldn't know. So make sure you go like and follow and do all that good shit so you will be in the know for the know. Now, what topic was it, Dustin, that I had that I was going to share with somebody?
The Happy Meal one.
The Happy Meal one. Okay, so let's get into that Happy Meal one. Okay. All right, let's talk about it. First of all, I was going to say that I reported loosely on my personal Instagram about this yesterday evening. My kids got me a couple Happy Meals to get me these packs of cards. Earlier that day, Mike and I had a conversation about it because lo and behold, the night before, I seen a YouTube video about it. I had no idea that it was already in play. I thought it was up the way, in the next month or so, this would happen. Lo and behold, it was literally next morning, it's everywhere. So
that's how McDonald's
that was why I wanted to talk about this, because Mike has some great information that just kind of flips the script. And now you're saying you do too, Dustin. So I will say one thing, and then I'll pass it to Mike so he can get his piece in there. My one thing I wanted to say is
do Jamie, Dustin, me, because my news is breaking news.
Oh shit! Okay,
he's got breaking McDonald's corporate news.
McDonald's Pokemon news. So go ahead.
All right. So what I want to do is, first of all, I want to say and establish the misconception. The misconception is me as John fucking consumer. I thought that I could go to McDonald's and say, hey, I would like to purchase X amount of packages of these Pokemon cards, to which they would say, no, sir, you have to purchase a Happy Meal. That is the only way you can get the package of cards. So I'm going to lay that carpet. Now, Dustin, I'm going to kick it over to you. You can say what you got. I need to hear what
So McDonald's apparently told every one of their franchisees and corporate stores or whatever, you are only allowed to sell it with the Happy Meal. They're very explicit about this. You are only allowed to sell 5 of them per customer. 5. There's a total of, I want to say, 4 different variant style prizes that you can get, but they all include a sticker thing or the cards, obviously, and other whatnots in the Pokemon world. But apparently Yes, there he goes. He has some stuff. My take on it was that apparently because of this doing so, they've just had grown adults that want to sell these Pokemon cards, buying these and bringing their friends. Like, all right, I got 8 people with me. Give me, however I don't math well, but
see how he tried to put a Pokemon
5 times
X on
8
it and call it Pokemon.
Buy it all and then just throw the food away, like wasting food that they could have just given to some hungry person, or I'm sure there's a homeless person out there that you can fucking give them to, but they just end up in the McDonald's trash can.
That's ridiculous. They
just take the shit right there. So that was my talk, and I'm like, how fucking ignorant is that?
I have a it's not a fix. I mean, I'm not actually, it's not my job to fix that problem, but if I were to try to fix that problem, I would say that you could do something like you pay the price of the meal, but you tell them you don't want the food, and then they take the portion of the food and just donate to the Ronald McDonald House. That could be something that could be a fix to those who are like, let's say I don't eat meat, I don't eat processed food, but I need
selling food that's
Pokemon.
Gonna get thrown away.
You got to call them Pokemon.
All the things you guys are saying, standard practice. Okay, yesterday morning the cards come out. Yes. I know from my previous life at Mickey D's, my connections are like somebody walked into the store at 7 in the morning and bought.
He got them burger connections, y'all.
I dabble. Listen.
You cheeseburgers, man.
How many burgers we talking about?
You ain't walking into a McDonald's and doing this without the hookup. So,
laughing Patty.
No.
Am I in the presence of the fucking Hamburglar? What's going on right now?
That's Mayor McCheese. Get it right.
Holy shit.
Everybody's doing it.
People walked in yesterday morning before they knew about all this and bought the whole case. 75 packs, just the whole box. I'm going to take it home. And then McDonald's caught wind that this shit is selling for $100+ on the secondary market for just one of these. So they put the kibosh on it. They sent an email this morning that it's to the point where you cannot buy a Happy Meal and an additional toy and get this. You can only get the Happy Meal, and they will not give you the food.
Yeah,
so it's like, because you could, like, Jamie, you're right. Oh, I want to buy 5 Happy Meals. Keep the fucking food. Just give me the cards. They're like, nope, you're getting the food because they don't want the appearance of, we're going to sell these cards. But
and they don't want the appearance to give you that option. You're right, Mike. You're right, because they don't want to give you that option. They're like, it's
so
out of
right
our hand.
Now, you can go buy the foil Pikachu card for north of $160 a piece by itself.
Oh my God.
So, I'm going to have to get to opening some of these guys right here.
Wow. We should give away a pack. We should give away a pack.
We'll take them out of your. Are they still in your office? I'll give away one of yours.
Should know now.
Whoa. Okay, no, check it out. I am going to buy one today. We will give away a pack. If you want to win a pack of McDonald's Pokemon cards right here, right now, fucking comment in the comments. What do you want them to say, Mike? How do they win? What do you want?
I don't know. We'll just pick some who just.
But you have to say Pokemon. Hashtag Pokemon or something. I'm just going to pick some random person who doesn't give a shit about it. Like, if you like Pokemon, put hashtag Pokemon in the comments. We're going to pick one lucky motherfucker and send you a package of these McDonald coveted fucking cards. Who?
Are you sending them the whole Happy Meal? Send them the whole Happy Meal. Fuck it.
I don't know about that. I
ain't buying the whole Happy Meal. I got the hookup.
Yeah, we'll see. And that, there's that. I wasn't trying to say it out loud, but I guess he just did. So there's that. So
Mike,
you won't have any greasy
Happy Meal, Mike.
Someday.
Mike, you got a Happy Meal. I know you got a Happy Meal, Mike.
I know
25 of them.
He got a couple of them. Let's be real.
It's true.
I got the bomb. I got the bomb.
He said he came in with that Patty Love. He was like, how many times? All right, listen. Right. Right. Okay, so what I think is cool though, and we could go around and everybody can say their piece. Now, Mike, you said, Sean, do you want to add anything to that? Because if not, I'm going to say something else and we can keep it moving. No, he said,
He said,
nothing
I don't
about
like
the Pokemon.
McDonald's or
Chris,
Pokemon.
you want to add anything to that?
No, I'm waiting on Chin Pokemon and
Yes,
Chin
dude, Chin
Pokemon.
Pokemon. I got you. Yes, sir. All I was going to say is I kind of think that's cool in a way because I was talking to my kids about that, and I was like, it's kind of cool that that they would kind of make it. You could only get it through a Happy Meal to avoid people doing what we're saying, like coming in and being like, I want 78 packages, and then you come in with your kid and you're like, they're excited, they're gonna get a pack and their Happy Meal. You're treating them on a good grade on a report card, whatever the fuck, I don't know, whatever. And you go and they're like, well, I'm sorry, sir, we're out of the packages. That asshole just bought 80 of them. We don't have any more now. You can have this cool little kid Ronald McDonald toy and shove it up your ass and take the goddamn
selling Happy Meals in the parking lot for $20.
You get what I'm
me in
saying?
the parking lot. I'm selling
He
secondhand
said,
Happy
yeah,
Meals.
Whitaker said, see me in the parking lot.
It's no
20 a
different,
pack,
yeah.
way
It's-
cheaper than eBay.
It's no different than how they used to do it.
Holy
Same stuff.
shit.
They used
You're right.
People would go there. It would be a special occasion, like a Batman one, for instance, and everybody would go there and they'd want every single figure from the set.
Yeah.
So you're trying to set it up. Or I remember Lord of the Rings doing the same type of thing where they were like, everybody was looking for every single figure from the Lord of the Rings set. And because they're trying to sell it on the secondary market, like you're saying.
The closest,
you know what I mean? So it's been happening like that all the time, even from
For
back
sure,
in the
for
day,
sure.
from like, I remember
the closest
real
thing
Beanie
to
Babies
this,
and shit like that. Like, it's
Beanie
always been
Babies.
like that.
Wow,
Crazy,
Beanie
yeah.
Babies. Wow.
Crazy
I was going to say, the
Beanie
closest thing to
Babies.
this in the card
Fucking
world from McDonald's was I want to say maybe 2005, possibly, was the McDonald's basketball cards with Upper Deck. And they had packages, and you had to buy a McChampion meal or something, and you got one little package of these cards. And I want to say that it was there was like Jordan holograms and everything. So this is cool. This is definitely cut from that same cloth. This is something where you're getting collectors who are trying to get these, and again,
Only
may
one
not
I
be
collected
down.
was the Fraggle Rock cars from back in the day.
I want those.
That's cool.
That's the only ones I had.
That's kind of cool.
Damn.
I remember the glasses they used to have and all that crazy shit. Like, that was the cool shit, man. Back when
Dude, who remembers them Burger King Star Wars glasses? Those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Oh, killer, dude. Like, I love that. They need to go back to doing shit like that again, especially with people being, more home centered now than ever before. It's like going and getting a drink and you go to grab that character glass. It's a slice of a throwback. I'll tell
Was
you.
it McDonald's that did the plates?
Oh
Yep.
I remember
the Batman
Yeah, we got
crystal
glasses
glasses.
upstairs.
Oh my God, yeah.
I remember like being super young, but I remember like a set of plates, like collectible,
Yep.
Like with the Grimace and the Fry Guys and all painted on it.
They were like
got it.
plastic,
Yeah.
like plastic.
Okay. Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah, it was like
I remember
reusable
this might really take
plate.
you back. Remember that plastic hand puppet?
After you were eating in the store.
With the head, with the plastic head.
Right.
I go back as far as
Mr. Sacco?
the Happy Meal toys where they were like Transformers, but it was like a hotcakes.
Yes.
The hotcakes transformed.
Yeah.
They had the nuggets.
Oh, I do remember those.
There was a shake. There was like a little shake that was like that big or whatever. Yeah.
Those
were
worth some
very
money,
dope.
right? Jamie, aren't those worth some money?
Which ones?
The little like McNugget Transformer and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, a set of those? Yeah, for sure. I want to say it's a nugget, a shake, and
hotcakes and a fry.
Is it hotcakes and a burger? I think is the whole set. Yeah, I have a whole those are dope.
They got a fry.
A little fry with red, yeah.
Yes, it is too. It is a motherfucking. See, now you're gonna make me dig them out. All right.
He's like, I got them all in the bag.
We're going to bring them all out on the next episode. We're going to do show and tell. If you want to see show and tell in the next episode, hit us up in the comments so we can know. All right. Before we go to Mike's topic, or I could share, that was my shared topic with Mike. So maybe we just go skip Mike and go to John. But before, okay, so well, you can help me out. You can help me out with this news, and then we'll hot tag it to Sean with his topic. Sean, get your topic ready. Okay, in the news, Knuckleheads Block Stars mystery boxes are available in limited quantities right now at mnestore.com. This is one of the coolest Lego block set. The box is a diorama. It's the first toy ever of that guy right there. They are coming with these. Look at those. Okay, now those are trading cards. Those are each one of us signed. There you go. Okay, 6 each.
There are only 6 Jamie Madrox autographs. And I'm keeping number 1.
And I have them all.
He said, and I have them
Sean,
all.
did you get your cards in yet?
No.
So they should be to you today then.
We
So
sent
you can-
Sean. We sent Sean a stack. We're sending them to Paul. Everybody's going to sign theirs.
On it.
Yep. So when you get the mystery box, you get that. Look how cool that is. It is so awesome. And they went in and they did all the little details and shit. It's so cool.
I was using these as ego risers.
I seen that. I was like, bro, dude, they got is that Wendy's Ranch?
KFC.
Fuck yeah. I love it. Hey, KFC even all the more better. It's quality product. I'll tell you that.
You get the finger licking sauce from KFC.
The set is dope. You get a dope ass jersey. If you look around the interwebs, you may or may not see people wearing it, and you can get a little sneak peek of what you see or what you don't see. Maybe check some stories. You might see a little extra peek of it. There are a lot of people asking about it and just being like, just show it. Just let us see what it is. But now you get an autographed trading card. You get the actual set itself. You get the jersey and something else too, right, Mike? Some CDs, I think.
Yeah, there's a sticker pack. There's actually, I got it right here.
What about that, Bill?
What do you say?
Sorry. There it is.
Ooh, that's
Perfect Problem CD.
There you go.
And Rose Petal. Okay, so this is like a double disc collector deal.
Yeah, it's 2 singles with 2 remixes. So it's 4 songs. It's the only way you can physically get these 2 songs. This one currently being number 33 on the Billboard Top 40 rock songs.
That's in my news. Yeah, Sean. Number 33 on the National Rock Radio Billboard charts right now. You and me are with Paul. What do you think about that? Yeah.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Nice job.
All right.
Well, you know what? Yeah,
the haters can dare leak my balls. That's
the mega horn. The mega horn. All right, dope. Very cool. So check out mnestore.com for that mystery box. It's chock full of awesomeness. If you're into that, I don't think there's going to be any reprints on those toys. I think that's a done deal. It was a collaboration effort with Block Stars. So it's really cool, and that's the first Knuckleheads actual clothing, apparel, I guess you could say, ever made.
100%.
So that's kind of cool too. A lot of firsts in the box. Check it out if you like. It's on mnestore.com. And then now, Sean, over to you with the topic so we can have some more fun. What do you got for us?
So I don't know who all watched the Super Bowl this weekend. Jamie, that's football with the touchdowns.
Yes.
Pretty good.
I ain't watching.
Not the hockey one.
So the weekend performed the halftime show
with Slipknot. No, that's what everybody keeps saying. They're like, you're just gonna wear the fucking, like, what's happened? No, go ahead. I'm listening.
Obviously, there was a lot of hate on it. People didn't like it for whatever reason. I know like the one Weekend song about the cocaine and the can't feel his face and whatever. I know that song, but that's the only one I think I really know of his. So
I was like, damn, he got cocaine in his song.
Yeah. It's reference, but so the thing is, they spend anywhere from like 10 to 20 million on a halftime show.
Oh wow!
The artist doesn't get paid normally because you reach 100 million plus people with your music. So my thing is like, who do you think could do a halftime show well these days? Everyone make AC/DC, but is a bunch of 70-year-old rocker dudes going to do it? Like, I know they had Miley Cyrus with Billy Idol and Joan Jett for the pregame show. I think that would have been a better halftime show.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
So the question is who could have done a better one? My question to you is it better? Is your definition of better live or on television? That would be my question.
That's kind of what I'm getting at, is because
That's
there's so
interesting.
much hate around these Super Bowl performances, I think, because they're just too big. They're too hyped up. Nothing will live up to expectation. And I think it's, there's only so many artists who can perform and engage that many people.
Springsteen.
You know what I mean? So, like, who do you think can perform on that level of stage? Because you're performing for people who aren't necessarily your fans. You know what I mean? There's 100 million people. It's not like a show where there's 10,000 people there to see you, and they're all there for you. Like, I'm not familiar with a lot of The Weeknd. So for me, it wasn't like upbeat enough.
But I want to say this is literally just I guess an opinion, but I want to assume that those positions are given to names, not necessarily to, like, you're knowledgeful of the name. So like when I say this name will be performing, you're like, well, fill in the blank. Tony Bennett, Lady Gaga, whatever.
Okay, so I agree with that statement, but I don't
holograms of the Beatles.
I don't believe The Weeknd is in that category. Even though, surprisingly, I watched it. It was a good performance for what it was.
Yeah.
And there were more hits that I'm like, oh, that's a Weeknd song. Yeah, I know this from the radio, whatever. I'm going to say, I'm going to go with two. I'm going to give you two. My two, I'm going to say a good live performance. If I'm in the stands, you have to go with a band that people know the songs. Whatever. Kiss. I'm going to say Kiss. Kiss would be a very good show. You'd have a lot of theatrics. You'd have the fire and the explosions. That would be a good outdoor Super Bowl performance if I'm there.
Let me ask a question from an
outsider.
outsider.
All right, go ahead. Okay, so if I'm at home, I'm going to pick someone like Justin Timberlake. And the reason I say that is for the features. That motherfucker could put 25 other celebrities in his set, and you're going to be like, oh, JT and Britney Spears, JT and Timberland, JT and obviously Janet Jackson. That type of set will keep everyone engaged at home. So those aren't my definitives, but like in that vein.
And I did think it was interesting. Normally there are some collaborations for the halftime show because it's so big. So normally, Shakira and J-Lo or Justin Timberlake with Aerosmith and whatever. There was no features. It was just The Weeknd for 15 minutes playing some songs.
That's what I was gonna ask. How many? I don't watch these things. So like, if somebody who is a name, Britney Spears or Kiss, how many songs do they get to play? Like, what do they get to play?
Between 12 to 15 minutes of show. So
okay,
five songs.
Yeah, normally they're doing a medley. It's quick transitions. There's stages moving, and like it's a huge production. Like. I noticed it seemed like
It'll never be Michael Jackson.
I mean, like Prince is always up there as a top one. Michael Jackson, like, I thought Bruno Mars did a good job, but also a lot of the thing is normally the band isn't actually playing live because of the way it's set up, the delay, the broadcasting. Like the Red Hot Chili Peppers, they were just kind of air jamming. Bruno Mars band wasn't really playing. They might be singing live to an extent, but normally the band is pre-taped, just the way it is. So, unless maybe you're like the Rolling Stones, maybe they actually played it, but anymore, it's pre-taped, and it is what it is. So you need a band that can perform and be engaging, not just stand there and play.
For sure.
And you got to have the songs that'll reach everybody. You know what I mean? So like, who are those kind of artists?
Bon Jovi, it's my life.
Like, is there anyone?
Pretty good.
Look, Mike was like, "Now or never."
And I guess everyone we tend to say is a little bit older because they have that arena chops. You know what I mean?
I agree. I agree, and I think it would take a band like or someone who is seasoned in arena shows. Some, crazily enough, like Rolling Stones or Bon Jovi or one of those, Elton John or somebody who that's what they do. You do arena shows. You're used to, having a hydraulic thing bring you down on your piano and then and you're just killing it. Not even flinching. You're not even terrified. You're strapped to some stool. I'm on my hand. Get it. I ain't even mad though. That's awesome. I props to whoever gets to do those opportunities. Those are dope. But so what I'm asking is why am I seeing? Because I'm asking you this. Why am I seeing all these pictures like you know how they'll show like a different band and then it'll be like a name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I've seen people show. What's a great example of it? It was like fuck. I'm trying to think of one.
Nirvana, but it's Hanson.
You say it again.
I said Nirvana, but it's Hanson.
Yeah,
that?
exactly. Like it was
shit.
fucking it was like Dark Lotus, but it said Demi Borga or something like that. You know what I mean? And you're like, okay, you know, and that's the joke that it's like it's like the bootlegger who don't know what he's bootlegging kind of deal, right? But I was seeing images of Weekend, and it was like him, and it must be like some promotional still, and just him and all of these like there's like 38 people with masks on, and that was where I got that from. So so now it's making more sense.
He's doing like a whole promotional thing for his whole album. It was like a a timepiece type thing, like we would somebody would do for an album. And I think throughout the thing, he was like going through this thing, showing like his face going from this into maybe plastic surgery, and then this is what it is. Like people thought it was like a car accident, but then it looks like a car accident into a plastic surgery, and then he looks all crazy, and then he has this thing on his face, then it's off. And I said it was interesting. They're changing the way they do the performances now, because this is the first year that they didn't have as many people out on the field even to watch. They were like, this is directly for people at home mostly. He was up above the stadium, somewhere off on this different area. And it was a big performance like show where it was almost like they try to do it where MTV does it. Like MTV's putting on their music awards. They're like, we're going to fucking hit you. We got 200 people that come in here to be looking like, dressed like Eminem, and everybo's running through the stage. And
right. I get you, that production value.
It was that's the type of stuff they were on. I don't know if that was MTV, but whatever.
But so wait a minute. So let me ask.
So you know what I mean? They were doing that. But I think,
and I'm not saying that or you're the authority on the fucking Weekend or nothing like that, but I'm asking if any of you know, what is the relevancy for all of the people wearing the masks?
That's part
like,
of what it is.
Is it part of the because of the face surgery? They're like
everybody's is getting in the midst of plastic surgery. Everybody is trying to be somebody else.
He didn't actually get
somebody else is what he was saying. That's kind of what
it relates to either his record or his single.
Right, exactly. That's what the whole thing is. It's like whatever it is. But
so it's got something to do with the plastic surgery and the masks and the whatever. Yes. And they're all that, and that's why they're all dressed like him. It's kind of on some with a real Slim Shady stand up, maybe, and he's the one without the mask, so he's the real one or something like that.
I didn't get that far, but that's what I was saying. It just
am I making shit up? I don't fucking know. I'm trying to understand it. I'm like, why are there like 38 people with masks running around? I'm trying to figure it out. I've seen pictures,
because
but
that is the theme. That was like the theme around his record. That was the imagery used for his record, so he just came out still promoting that.
Dope. So then it's dope. So then check it out.
But if you've seen it, like the biggest for a band though, I can't. I mean, it's too tough to. We're all talking about bands that are old, and that's what they've done. They've come with old. They want to bring a younger crowd to watch the Super Bowl and to see this stuff. So they're like, they want to keep bringing these younger people. So it's tough to say. Like I get what he's saying with Timberlake. Somebody like that would be somebody I would think.
A bridge.
Or
he would be a bridge. That's
Foo
loose.
Fighters could do it because Foo Fighters
would be a nice choice.
Now they also wouldn't be opposed to bringing like a new age rapper or somebody different in there to also do a song with on this stage, which would make it more appealing to everybody out there, and that's what they're looking for. So they're looking for like they even worked with, I think, even that guy that did the with the Take My Heart Down Old Town Road. They would have took that, you know what I mean, if he had more than one or two hits. But he has to have more than one or two hits, and Billy Ray Cyrus is not going to be the guy that can run the whole show. But you can bring Billy Ray out to do one song. And
I think the difference is
you got a whole other demographic of people that'll watch, and then them other old timers like, I remember Billy Ray, and they hee-hawing with you. So that's what I think.
I think the difference. I honestly think that the difference is that why they go with more times, and I say this in no disrespect, calling them the older ones, or we'll say the legends. Why they go with legends over newer acts is because the legendary acts are known by everybody, whether you know their music or not. Where the new acts, they fall short at the demographic they stop at. So while you're sitting there watching the football game with Uncle John and Uncle Tony and your dad, and fucking AC/DC comes on, or one of those, again, a legendary band that'll hit everybody all in one stroke, and you're like, whoa, it makes sense. But I hear what you're saying. They are trying to bring in a younger demographic, so they're going with more current material, which is cool too. You know what I mean? It's a weird thing. Like. That's why they're so legendary, or they claim to be so legendary, at least. Didn't Janet Jackson show her titty at one of them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Justin Timberlake showed her titty. Yeah,
Timberwolf. Yeah, hell yeah. See, they were like, fuck it. They were like, fuck a strobe light. We finna show a titty. Like, all right. Well, I gotta tell you, that was
shock the world with Janet.
Shock the world. They were like, there you go. Well, so there you go. I guess from what I understand,
just take a minute and appreciate what you saw, because it was like a $20 million performance you got to see from your couch at home. People got to actually go to work, as far as stagehands and people in the industry. So if you don't,
my last question: the people that are wearing all the masks, are they like dancing with him? Okay, so they're not. Okay, so then all right, fair enough. So where does a production value?
He has like a choir behind him during part of it, and they're with him. And then, but I said it's the same thing like Mike said. He is no Michael Jackson, but this is what I think they're attempting to try to find a person that can, hold the crowd's attention.
He don't need to be Michael. He himself.
Can do some old dance and maybe, slide back and do a moonwalk, and everybody's like, oh my God. But he did not do a moonwalk. He did a couple Michael Jackson moves. And like I said, it was a very big production. And there were songs I knew because I've heard The Weeknd. But if you don't listen to them, it's like Sean said, I heard maybe one song. You know what I mean? And that's basically what it is.
Right. And I guess, for like a huge upbeat, Super Bowl halftime performance, I just didn't think
it's very slow. A lot of it was slower. He's talking, I can only how you want to wing it. And it's very
interesting. Well, you also have to take into consideration, for someone like me who doesn't know the difference between a football game and something else, and I happen to be watching it with you guys, chances are I'm waiting for that break time when you guys all get up to go fill up your nacho plate and go take a shit or whatever. I'm sitting there glued to the TV watching that performance, and as soon as you guys come back for the game, I'm over there just attacking the buffet.
Mm-hmm. Like again, I think you need and again, you go rock band, because like I'd love to see like.
All right, man. Good to see you, brother. Thank you for stopping by. Hell yeah.
I'm probably like a Fallout Boy. Fallout Boy has enough hits. I think that they.
You put Blink 182 over Fallout Boy.
I agree, but you're not going to get the real Blink 182. You're going to get the knockoff.
You might version. For the Super Bowl. I don't know.
That's it. That's a good one though. I can't front. That was entertaining.
He's made some posts. He's made some Instagram posts talking about let's do a show together, kind of in that sense. Who was it? Tom? Tom, who left the band to go do Aliens.
Would be good for a Super Bowl.
Yeah, that would be cool. It seems like it would be. It just seems like it would be one of those weird scenarios where, like I said, where literally that's what you're doing. You're turning off the sports crowd. Well, they go fill up their plates and their cups, and then when they come back, it's like you switch it out. So that's interesting to say the least. I got another piece of news here. And then if anybody else got any other topics, if not, my only shitty part was my shared topic was with the guy that just left. So maybe you guys know a little bit about it, and if not, then I don't know. Then we'll all look like assholes. But
is it comics or football?
Well, I know more about this topic than I know about football, so I could probably fucking trudge my way through it. But nevertheless, my piece of news is the Horrors heating up with Tears of Gold, getting a lot of ads from radio stations, and so if it gets played in your neck of the woods and you enjoy it, request it, man, and help them motherfuckers out, man. Support the love. Also for the Fam Fridays this Friday, Michael, let them know.
The Fam.
Oh, the Horror Halloween 365 special. They're performing the entire album from front to back in its entirety. They got a bunch of cool openers that are from their neck of the woods, in the same vein and style as them. And yeah, man, you can still get tickets now for thefamfridays.com. They got a real good looking zip-up hoodie that is sublimated that's for sale. You can actually still right now go get some of Blaze's merchandise that we're leaving up on that store and we actually just restocked the coin because that had sold out previously. But yeah, and then obviously, yes, Tears of Gold is being played on Radio Rock stations across the country.
They played it on Octane, man. That's
they played it on Octane,
man. Hell yeah, you guys. Good look, man. Keep up the great work. Like I said, keep requesting them, man. Check out their YouTube channel. They got content going on. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram and all those good platforms. Make sure you get on them and the MySpace. I want to see if anyone's listening. Like, you say MySpace, bro? Okay, cool. Well, anyway, no, but seriously, check them out. They got a lot of good shit going on. And then my last shit is I did. See, I was just making sure. I don't know if you had the delay. He's like the time delay. It just sunk in. He's like, this motherfucker say MySpace. Nevertheless, okay. So my last topic, if you want to show the pictures, we get dangerously close to being at an hour mark. Just show the picture of the Joker. Now, for those of you who haven't seen, I'm assuming this is, from what I understand, I was going to go to the authority on everything DC, which was Chris, aka Blaze Your Dead Homie. What we see here is one of the leaked photos of Jared Leto as the Joker in the new, I guess, whatever a Zack Snyder cut is. So I'm assuming that's the same boring movie with more boring parts. I don't know, but but this guy here is Joker, and I'm excited because I like Jared Leto as Joker. I thought he did a really good job in the Suicide Squad and his contributions to the DC universe. So I'm excited to see whatever they do. Hopefully, I can just watch the clip of whatever part he's in and not have to withstand the video game that they call a movie.
So I've been wondering about this myself because I keep hearing the Zack Snyder cut. You know, I know he started directing it, and then he had family issues. He had to drop off. But I just thought it was like his own edit of it. You know what I mean? But then when I see this, and it's a whole different character looking than what we got in Justice League. So, I mean, did they shoot a lot of new footage? Or was this from his version and then they changed Jared to what we got? Like,
it's either one of two things. It's either this footage was originally shot and withheld from the movie, and that's why people got upset. And they were like, and he said, you know, like, hey, don't blame me. I had a whole movie with A, B, C, D, and everybody's like, they lobby for it forever. Bring on the Snyder cut. We want the Snyder cut. We want, you know, and all of a sudden, finally, you get it, and it's just like, from what I see, it's a bunch of like, you know. It's Superman with the black version of the suit, and it's some correction, like color correction and things and stuff like that. And I guess you see a few characters a couple more times, and apparently there's this. And this is the part that makes, I guess, you get me as a fanboy, because I do love the Joker dearly. So I'm talking about a picture here that may not even be in the movie as long as Boba Fett was in Empire Strikes Back. You know what I mean?
Right. So is it like a 2-second edit? Like, oh, you just see him in jail looking like this, and then I'm like,
yeah, literally. There's 3 stills. They're all from the same. Set. So either it could be like some sort of cam footage of him sitting there or something, and he's got like some kind of like, looks like a doctor deal on. I don't know, man. I don't know. He looks cool. I'm excited. I think that's fresh. Hopefully that leads to him getting an opportunity to reprise the role more often.
See you guys.
All right, man. Thank you for stopping by.
Love you.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, of course I'm going to watch it. I'm not necessarily excited about it because I thought the first one was bad, so I don't think there's any recutting that could save that movie.
Yeah, man.
But
I don't know. I'm not a fan.
This is just the image of like trying to get people interested in it. Like, oh no, look, it's not going to be the same turd. It's going to be the same turd. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know, man. Well, I guess we'll have to see.
A different, wetter turd.
He said, "Geez." That's just, yeah. On that note, I don't know. Dustin, do you have anything else for us before we get out of here in closing?
No, I'm good, man. I'm all good.
You're good. All right. Well, I want to thank Mike and Blaze for stopping by. Thank you to Sean. Thank you to Dustin. Thank you to everybody watching. Hopefully we added a little smile to your day, brought you up a little bit more in the information categories, or gave you something to talk about around the dinner table, like whether or not you should drive fast or if Joker can save a movie. Until next time. Peace.